I'm on an adventure. A journey across the land and to the stars. And I want to encourage you to discover your land with new eyes. I want you to get up, go out, and look up to the stars. In this episode, I'm exploring this land when, well, it wasn't land, but a large intercontinental ocean. And what remains are these monumental formations of chalk and sandstone. But the stars display the same light that was shone over the waters when sharks swam here. We look up at the stars, and what's one of the first questions that we ask? Well, people throughout the ages have asked, are we alone? It's a great question. And when you look up at the sky at night and you see the Milky Way galaxy, and especially I look into the galactic core of the Milky Way and see the gases there and the billions and billions of stars, and I wonder, are we alone? And here I am, not even a speck of dust in comparison with the vastness of the universe, and I wonder, are we alone? I began to realize that throughout the ages, when man has roamed this earth, that when we look up, we have seen the same stars throughout our entire history. Stars so far flung out into space that would take millions of years to travel through space to arrive here so they can be seen from the earth. I love looking up. I love thinking about history. And so in this documentary series, I plan to go across Kansas to look at different historic sites from before man ever roamed these prairies to the first people who did, and then as the European settlers came into the land. And what did they bring with them? They brought their form of laws, they brought education, they brought their faith, and they brought an ingenuity, a drive, a spirit to continue to build. And we moved into the industrial age. And all of this can be seen across the state. From the west to the east, we can see what was once an ocean floor when this whole area was covered by a huge intercontinental ocean. We see the evidences of early civilization when natives moved into the area. And then, of course, we see the influence of settlers that have come across the Atlantic, and with them, they brought their civilization, their laws, their education, their faith. So let's trek across Kansas and look at 12 historic sites. And over those sites, let's capture the Milky Way. Let's focus on the state motto of ad astra per aspera and learn truly through the stars, through difficulty. And the first stop on our journey is going to bring us here. This is Little Jerusalem, Badlands State Park in western Kansas. Imagine this entire area covered in a large inland sea, teemed with sharks and with giant clams, and all those fossils are still found out here. And then over the millennia, it all dried up, and what remained were these sedimentary columns of limestone chalk rock formations. Through the centuries, this would be a place of Western folklore. Spanish conquistadors came through here looking for gold. Native American tribes migrated across this land. Western names known to us like Wild Bill Hickok and Buffalo Bill Cody and George Custer, passengers aboard the Butterfield Oakland stage line, came through this area. And all of these travelers called this place Little Jerusalem. This park of rugged beauty proved to be one of the most challenging photos that I took of the Milky Way. I did 4 photos across to get the foreground. To get the foreground was really challenging because I was taking the photos down into this canyon where the Badlands sit. And then I raised the camera and did 2 separate rows of 4 shots each for the sky to capture the Milky Way. Like several of the other locations, I really had to wait for the sky to clear. The clouds had rolled in early morning, but around 4:30, the skies were clear and I took the shots. Brought them back. When I finally got it home and stitched it all together, it came out to be a pretty nice shot.
We're only about 12 miles away from another chalk rock formation that I want to take you to. This is called Monument Rocks. Well, only 12 miles from Little Jerusalem State Park, we come here. And this is another chalk sediment formations of these old rocks, what's left over of the old inland sea. It's good to preserve these places. These chalk formations, while they're very delicate, it also makes me think of just how resilient nature is. Driving wind, snow, rain, storms. Kansas storms come in, rolling from the western sky and roll across this place and beat it down. And yet, it remains. For thousands of years, these old formations have stood here. Maybe we can learn something from that for our own lives. Well, if nature writes her story on the face of the earth, this must be her exclamation point. When you look across Kansas flatness and then all of a sudden these rocks just protrude out from the ground. It's out here and some of these road cuts that you find all kinds of interesting things. Here's a few of the finds. You can see various kinds of teeth. These are shark's teeth, different kinds. And here are 2 small little shark's teeth, but these are in good shape. And this is my favorite one. These are pretty good size. Before mankind ever walked on the face of this part of the earth, these formations were being made sediment in the bottom of the ocean.
I had opportunities for some unique compositions here. My first view of the Milky Way is a composition of 20 photos, 4 rows of 5 photos each. It took me 2 rows to get just the height of the rock formation in the foreground, and then 2 rows above that in order to get the Milky Way. And as I was preparing to leave, I looked over and I saw through the keyhole the Milky Way. So I waited around for the sunrise. And as the sun came up again, a final composition with the sun coming up over the horizon. And to top it all off was this sun star. All in all, it was beautiful. And this allowed me to capture the prehistoric Kansas before man ever walked the plains. In our next episode, we'll look at when man entered the story.